leave that mess there. If your husband was getting on your nerve when you left the house, he's still gonna be getting on your nerve when you come back. It's okay. We're not focusing on that right now. If your children, look, pray for me. I got 3 teenagers. 15, 16, and 19 babies. And if they were getting on your nerve when I left Maryland, they're gonna be still getting on my nerve when I get back to Maryland.
Hello, and so I am so excited. I am at the Curate Noir Crushing It, Women Crushing It event, and I have the privilege and the honor of being here with none other than the Dr. Cheryl Wood. She's amazing. So she's a speaker, she's a coach, she's an entrepreneur, and she's just an amazing woman that is about her business. So welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm super excited to be here. I love the energy I'm feeling already. When I walked into the door, I could feel that it was that good, positive energy, and that's the spaces that I like to play in.
Yes, absolutely. So as I said, you're an amazing woman. You do so many different things. But let the viewing audience know just a little bit more about who you are and what you do.
Yeah, so on a personal front, I am a mother of 3. I have 3 teenagers. Y'all pray for a sister, 15, 16, and 19.
Oh, yeah, you need prayer.
I need prayer. Lots and lots of prayer. And been married for 21 years. Love family. I'm all things family. And a God-fearing woman. That's kind of like the personal side of me. The professional side, I am in the business of helping to equip more women globally to unleash and amplify the power and the impact of their voices. Every woman has a story. If you talk to her more than about 2 seconds, you're going to find out she has a story. But you can't look at a woman and just know what her story is or know what she's been through or overcome. So for me, I want to pull more women out of the shadows and to the front of the room to share those stories because, as I like to share with my clients, somebody somewhere is waiting on the very thing that you're sitting on.
Absolutely. And so similar to me, I say that I am passionate about women becoming everything it is that God has created them to be because there's so much in us. But as women, we often spend so much time pouring into everyone else and everything else and not ourselves. So, of course, there's a connection there with that passion that you have for women. You do a lot of events, you do coaching. So tell us, how did you kind of come into this? Like,
I always love to say that speaking and what I do, how I serve the world now, it found me because I was in motion. So a lot of times people feel like they're going to get what they deserve in life. I don't believe that. I believe you will never get what you deserve. You will only get what you demand. And you get what you demand by showing up and being in movement, constant movement, consistent movement towards something greater than what you're currently experiencing. And when you make that decision that you're going to stay in motion towards something else, towards becoming a greater, better version of you, that new doors of opportunity will open itself, that new relationships will open itself so that you are able to explore who this better version of you can be. So for me, this was, I can't believe I'm saying this, almost 13 years ago when my journey first started, I knew that I no longer wanted to run the corporate rat race. It was not giving me the freedom that I desired as a woman. I wanted time freedom. I wanted financial freedom, and I wanted creative freedom. And I just was not getting that by punching the time clock and building somebody else's dream. Yes. So it's like, okay, well, what do? You got to take matters into your own hands. And I didn't have a blueprint. I didn't go to business school. I didn't have the answers of how I was going to change my life around, but I had the drive and I had the willingness to pursue something, fall flat on my face, and not give up. So back in 2009, that was the first business that I launched. It was a t-shirt business called Moms Are the Best.
Wow.
It was all around motherhood and celebrating what we are as women to our families and the community. And that ironically led to my very first speaking engagement, which was at Morgan State University up in Baltimore, Maryland. It was September 18th, 2018. And I remember it like it was 2010. And I remember it was like it was yesterday, September 18th, 2010. And when I did that speaking engagement, I felt completely unqualified to be the person on stage encouraging anybody else to do anything else because I was trying to find my way. But I also felt alive.
Yes.
I never felt that type of fulfillment inside by making other people feel inspired and motivated and empowered. And I knew from that day forward that that's what I wanted to do for the rest of my life.
That's it. Like that's
it.
that
Yeah,
thing.
That was it.
I say, oh, wow, because similarly, I actually was kind of forced into retirement early from public education after 25 years. And one of the first businesses that I launched was a t-shirt business.
Wow.
Was a t-shirt. I still have people after 10 years that see me and say,
You still doing that t-shirt business?
no, they say, I still have your
I still
t-shirt.
have you. I love that.
I still have your t-shirt. They were all based on inspirational messages. So yeah, that's funny. The t-shirt
So
business.
many commonalities.
But the funny thing is, I said, God, I said, why are you telling me to do a t-shirt business? I don't even like t-shirts. But it's like what you said, you know what? You have to move. You have to be in constant motion. And that motion allows you to be able to see the next. What I like to tell people is you want to see the whole plan, but you can't see the whole plan because you have to walk through the first door. And then after you walk through the first door, God will give you a glimpse to the next door. But if you don't walk through the first door, you can't know what's ahead behind the next door.
Yeah, and that's such a great point. But it also, to add to that, it doesn't require you to rely as much on it as a faith walk if you know the whole blueprint.
There you go.
So we're supposed to walk by faith, not by sight. But how do you not walk by sight if you already see the whole blueprint and the whole plan? You are required to walk by faith when you don't know what's next. You don't know what failure or what bump in the road is going to happen or what success is going to happen next. So for me, it keeps me in a space of having this beautiful faith walk and not trying to rely on my own understanding for everything that I've been called to do.
Absolutely, because you're right. You're on point with that because we wouldn't need faith. If we knew the whole plan, we wouldn't need the faith. We would just go about, we wouldn't need God. We wouldn't need to pray. So yeah, you have to have the faith that I'm going to trust God and I'm going to move through that door because I know He's not going to let me down. I know that He's got me.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So you have a major event coming up.
Okay, did I say it out loud? Did I do the screaming out loud?
Yes.
I do. I'm so excited about this amazing initiative, which again is primarily designed to empower, inspire, and educate women to really unleash their brilliance in the world and not to keep it to themselves. So the event is called Stage Domination. It's a one-day summit taking place in Washington, D.C. on July 12th. Can I share the link?
All of the information.
The website
yes.
is stagedomination.com. And the beautiful part is that I'm collaborating with some powerhouse speakers in the industry. Lisa Nichols, if you don't know her, you should. Google her from The Secret. Gloria Mayfield Banks, if you don't know her, you should, but Google her. She's a success strategist, but also primarily known as the #1 income earner out of 3.5 million Mary Kay representatives.
Wow.
She's the #1. She's a Black woman. I mean, bad to the bone. And then #3, my other collaborator is Trent Shelton. And he is also amazing, powerhouse, talks a lot about unlocking your purpose and mindset and how important that is as part of your journey. So when we talk about, the event is called Stage Domination, we don't mean it just from a perspective of you're in a room and it's your stage. No, we want you to view the world as your stage where you get to perform, meaning share your gifts, your talents, your skills, the things that nobody can do the way that you do it. So we want people to come in and realize that it's time to release all the barriers that they've been placing on themselves, all the constraints they've been putting on themselves, and simply show up and step up to the plate to say, I'm ready. I'm ready to be used. I'm ready to unleash my brilliance in the world. I'm ready to transform other people's lives by my story, my experiences, my expertise, my messaging. And so we would love to have some of you join us there because it is going to be phenomenal, epic, unforgettable.
I'm sure it is. Listen, I want to try to make sure I'm there.
Yes, we would love to have you there.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? I'm just going to be transparent. I'm going to share something. I'm going to share it as a bit of encouragement for people. You have to command your day. You have to wake up in the morning and command your day. You have to wake up and say, you know what, this is going to be a good day. I'm going to make new connections. I'm going to get the opportunity, although I already know Dr. Wood's schedule is busy. Today, I'm going to get the opportunity to connect with her. I'm going to get the opportunity to, even if it's only for 30 seconds, to do an interview with her. That's what I said this morning.
Yeah. Expectation.
So
come into every room with expectation. Like, I expect that greatness is going to be bestowed upon me today. I expect that something unexpected that I didn't even anticipate is going to happen and it's going to be in my favor. So walking into the room with that type of energy, your energy is always contagious. In fact, it's infectious. So
Yes.
you want to infect people with that type of positive energy, forward moving energy that I came into this room today and I expect that I'm going to give value and I'm going to gain value.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I truly, truly appreciate you just being
Absolutely.
so humble and just so gracious to come out of the blue to sit down with this lady
Yes.
that you know nothing about and come and do this interview. Again, I truly appreciate
Well, you know
it.
what? And let me say this. I don't know anything about you personally, but I know something about you in the way that you show up.
Mm.
And your energy from the moment I walked in the door was a positive, welcoming, warm energy, and that magnetized me. So you are walking in your assignment and in your calling, and it is evident. And that's the beautiful thing for all of us when we walk authentically in our calling and our gifting and our divine assignment. Everything that is meant for you will be magnetized to you, and you don't have to wonder how it happened. You just know because you showed up authentically as you that it's going to position you for everything that's meant for you. So that's what I know about you. I know that you're a God-fearing woman. I know that you have great energy and great passion, and it is my joy to be here with you.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.